A beauty on the court. At 21 years old, LaTosha Scott is made up of volleyball, beauty, and passion for art. She is a woman of many talents and a great story to tell. She was born in Dallas, Texas, but has been living in Louisville, Kentucky for most of her life. She is a graduate of Presentation Academy, a Catholic school in Louisville. She is currently a junior at Kentucky State University pursuing a major in art and a minor in speech. Volleyball, modeling, and art are some of her biggest passions. An odd combination, but to LaTosha, it is the mix that makes her a creative beauty on the volleyball court. This is her story. How did you begin playing volleyball?
I've always been a girly girl. I never even knew that volleyball existed. Since I was 4, I was a cheerleader. All my life, I thought, that was going to be my career. Cheerleading, this is what I want to do with my life. And, my dad was a volleyball coach. And, he just kept, you need to play volleyball. You need to play volleyball. And, of course, I'm girly. So I'm like, no, I don't want to sweat. I don't want to break my nails. What is volleyball? I don't want to do this. And, finally, it's my dad, so I want to make him happy. So I'm like, I go and I play this sport, and I find out that I'm actually pretty good at it. So I had only actually been playing for 3 years before I had got a full ride to play volleyball. So that was pretty exciting. It took me about a year to learn how to play it, and then once I learned it, I was good. And so I was like, dang, I love it.
LaTosha didn't have an athlete to look up to growing up. Instead, she found her role model in Mercedes, her older sister.
My sister, she's 2 years older than me. We've pretty much done the same thing. I've always followed her to school. We've played the same sports. We've done the same things. And even though volleyball didn't work out for her, in the end, she decided not to play. I always looked up to her because throughout my sister's life, it's been hard for her. She's been picked on, and she's never been that confident, but to me, she was always perfect. She didn't see it, but to me, she was perfect. Regardless if people picked on her or talked about her or said that she couldn't do it, to me, she was that #1 athlete. To have the confidence to go out there and still play and still feel like she was something when other people didn't. So, to me, she's my role model.
She looks great. She's very, very confident and powerful in everything she does. She's been struggling a lot, but I see that when she struggles, she still keeps her head up, and she has the strength to keep on going. And she's very energetic and very nice, and I love her so much.
Why did you choose to come to Kentucky State University?
I came here because I wasn't really looking. I was actually devastated that I had to leave Jackson State. I did not want to leave. It was one of the hardest decisions I've ever had to make in my life. But I just knew it was something I had to do. And while I was still there, my parents, they were pretty much looking for me. They're like, okay, so we have these schools and we have these schools. But the entire time, Kentucky State, that's all they talked about.
Yeah.
This coach is great. You're going to love her, Yeah. And so I was like, oh, whatever, I'll go, whatever. And I go on this visit, and then the coach is there, and I'm just like, they're right. I've never met a coach like Coach Coleman. She is the reason I came here. The team is there wasn't that many people. There was 5 girls on the team, but I loved every single one of them the first day I met them. They gave me life. I felt like it was a new beginning for me. It was, I don't know, I was so happy. I was just so happy, and Coach just gave me a great opportunity to come here. I was just like, I'm going. My first visit, I visited, Union, I visited other schools, but
It just didn't feel the same.
when I came here, there was no second guessing. So that's how I was just like, I gotta be here. I came for volleyball, basically. So, yeah.
LaTosha was recruited as a right side hitter, but she is currently playing outside hitter. Coach Coleman is happy to have her on the team.
Well, LaTosha is a sweet, kind, eager to learn. LaTosha is one of our captains on our team. She brings tenaciousness to the court. She is very passionate about what she does. LaTosha is a all-out leader. She brings the kind of spirit that the girls and I like as a volleyball player, and She is a very good person to have around. She's a kind-hearted, sweet, dedicated person. She's very good to our team, and we're glad to have her this year.
What has been your biggest challenge so far in your volleyball career?
Like, everyone else always saw something in me that I just never saw, and like for my team and to trust me to be a captain, that was hard for me, because like when I'm a captain, it's like I feel like I have to be perfect and I can't mess up, and like if my teammate's down, I'm trying my best to pick them up, or like if I make a mistake on the court, it's like the worst thing in life for me, because it's like I have to be here to pick my teammates up. Like,
when LaTosha is not on the court playing volleyball for school, she is on the runway modeling for Mogul magazine. What got you started into modeling?
growing up younger, I never really felt, beautiful. Like, it's like I said, people saw things in me that I didn't see. Like, I feel like I appeared to be beautiful on the outside, but on the inside, like, I was hurting. There was a lot of things that I felt, and when I started modeling, I wanted to do it because I wanted people to know that, like, anybody can model. Like, I used to have long hair, like going from long hair to short hair, natural. You have to feel beautiful on the outside in order to feel beautiful on the inside, just as well as you have to feel beautiful on the inside in order for it to appear on the outside.
LaTosha recently did a photo shoot in Mogul magazine. The following pictures belong to Mogul magazine and can be found online at ireadmogulmag.com. LaTosha says that with volleyball she had to learn how not to be a girl. She says that she enjoys the contrast between modeling and volleyball.
One, I have to get ugly and grimy and dirty, which is volleyball, and then like with modeling, I can stay pretty and petite and be nice and be my normal sweet self and be competitive at the same time.
LaTosha is a woman with many talents. She is an artist and performs spoken word. At a young age, she discovered her passion for art.
As a kid, I was not a great drawer. Like, I drew stick people, and I never thought that I would be an artist. Like, to this day, I didn't think that I would be as great as I am.
What does art mean to you?
So, to me, it was a way of expressing how I felt, letting people know this is me, and it's okay to feel, it's okay to not be happy, or it's okay to have a feeling, because all my life it's like no one ever knew that I was sad. Like, I remember one time at Jackson State crying, and people were just like, I've never seen you cry before, like, what's wrong? Like, it was just so dramatic to them, because all throughout my life I tried to be perfect. Like, I never wanted anyone to feel the pain that I felt. So I always stayed happy on the outside, but no one ever knew, the pain I felt on the inside. And so my art was my way of showing people my pain.
Colored by LaTosha Scott.
Color. Am I appealing to the eye because I am shiny and bright? Or am I unattractive because my skin just doesn't seem to be so light? Am I imperfect because I remind you of someone you thought you knew? Invisible, yeah, that's me. A hard life I live, my splinters you just can't see. Mama always said beauty was skin deep, so why can't society see the beauty that lies within me? My hair that is coarse, yet my knowledge so smooth. I run into sharp corners not knowing that they can be moved. Trapped, with little space to get out, using the little bit of breath I have left to shout. Buried in this box under gravel, just trying to get out. But because of these colors, society says, there's a 100% chance I'll never get out.
LaTosha's goals are to keep pursuing her modeling career and to one day have her own model agency where she can instill confidence in young kids. She would also like to become a business partner with her best friend and start a clothing line. She says that whatever she does, she wants to make sure that she is helping other people. From model to captain of the KSU volleyball team to spoken word artist, LaTosha Scott is a beauty on the court.